Find Your Strong podcast in 2025. This is our first one of
Holy
2025,
shit. Happy New Year
Ella.
then.
I know, right?
Mm.
It feels like it's weird. It feels like this year's been going a long time.
Well, it is January, and January has 53 days, I think.
I
Oh,
know,
yeah.
at least. Um,
Yeah.
today we were kind of chatting about what shall we talk about, and I think rebooting after the holidays is a really good one. And we were also just chatting about reframing our goals for 2025. So I don't
Mm.
know about you, Ella, but do you make resolutions in the new year?
Um, Not anymore. I used to like a resolution. I like the new year. I like the new beginning because I suppose partly because I really hate Christmas and I'm always glad when that's over and I can start again. Um,
Rude.
and yeah, I don't know. I always thought that January is like a time to kind of have new ideas and to try something new. But I don't really do that anymore. I feel like, and I don't know why it is exactly. I think it's got something to do with the fact that I'm quite content throughout most of the year, and I do things as and when they arise a lot more. And probably say yes to things more now than I used to. So
That's great.
I don't feel the need to set myself any goals at the beginning of the year. Um, and also in the past, I don't know about you, but I set loads of goals, and then about 80% of them I never actually got to or failed at or whatever you want to call it. So it was a bit of a sort of disappointing exercise, really.
Yeah, and I mean, New Year's resolutions, it really turns me off, actually. I
Mm,
don't I mean, I think for some people, it's a good way to kickstart them if
mm-hmm,
they're thinking about moving their body a bit more or starting a running program. For some people, it's the kickstart they need.
mm,
But I see too often people thinking, right, I've eaten too much, I've drunk too much, my clothes feel tight, I need to lose weight, I need to.
mm. Yeah.
And so they do all the things. They buy a program, they do all the things. By February, they're exhausted, injured, burnt out, don't want to move ever again in their life,
Mm-hmm.
just comfort eating because they're depressed. And
Yeah.
and and that is not any fault of theirs. And that is
Mm,
something I want to underline. That is we're being missold. We're being
100%.
missold, ways out of feeling a bit low after Christmas. Here's
Mm-hmm,
your way out, here's your get your dream body, get your feel
mm-hmm.
amazing, blah blah blah. And because it's sexy and it sells,
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely. Oh, the number of times I've heard people say, "Oh, come the new year, I've got to sort myself out. I've
Yeah.
got to, got to be healthier. I've got to be thinner. I've got to move more." I mean, oh, it's brilliant if your goal is to move more, but it's diet culture that always ties it to weight, and that's what makes it unsustainable. And
Yeah.
it's a curious thing, isn't it, that people do it every blooming January. If you ask
Every year.
people who go on a diet in January, they do it every year, which is a sign of, I don't know.
It's not
I mean,
working.
no, it's not
No.
working, and it's a sign of us being sold something that just doesn't work.
And it's like that. Who is benefiting from this? Who is making millions of pounds
Exactly.
from us being made to feel insecure about
Yeah.
what is a completely, if we have relaxed, if we have eaten a bit more than usual, maybe that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe our bodies actually needed that
Mm-hmm.
comfort or that
Mm-hmm.
food or that sort of time with friends or
Mm-hmm.
restful time. So
Mm-hmm.
come January, what we just then start punishing ourselves and beating ourselves with sticks. And
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like you're wrong if you enjoyed yourself and you
Yeah.
had some fun. That is wrong. How dare you get off the
Yeah.
sofa? Let's go.
Yeah.
And I'm a great believer in movement. I move every day. For me, it's about stress relief, but I also
Mm-hmm.
don't believe in punishing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
Mm-hmm.
are going to start a new regime, start slow,
Mm-hmm.
gently, ease yourself in, make sure you have an accountability buddy or somebody to go to the gym with or somebody to go walks with. Make it fun. Don't
Mm-hmm.
start a crazy regime where you're at the gym 5 days a week that you are going to be absolutely burnt out by the end of the month. That's my
Yeah.
advice. My
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that sounds like very, very wise advice. Have you ever done that then? Have you ever sort of in the past? kind of use January to punish yourself for
Yeah.
the sins, and I'm using air quotes here, of December, or the whole year, really,
Well,
whatever people.
to be honest, I haven't. You know why I haven't? Because I was in such a strict regime of eating and moving that I never let myself relax over Christmas.
Right, right.
That
Oh
wasn't
gosh.
even an option. So,
Mm,
and I think that's very sad when I think back
mm,
about it. And, you know, because it's the thing is, we were talking about this before Christmas. If you eat
mm-hmm,
intuitively, you don't need to go,
mm-hmm,
I'm going to eat what
mm-hmm.
I want because we can do that all year round, which is quite lovely.
Exactly.
But I was the other extreme where it was I'm strict all year round, so
Right.
there's no cheat days, there's no let up.
Yeah.
So now it's such a nice place to be in because I think a lot of people have that feeling I can eat what I want over Christmas, but then in January I've got to restrict, restrict, restrict. Whereas if you're an intuitive eater or an intuitive mover, it
Mm-hmm,
is like you can eat what you want any time of the year,
mm-hmm,
any day of the week.
mm-hmm,
That you have full permission to eat
mm-hmm,
what you want to eat, which is
mm-hmm.
quite a mind-blowing thing for people, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It is, and you're so right. I think it is one of those things that you only notice when you get to a place where food isn't the enemy anymore, and you can take it or leave it. You don't eat just because it's Christmas. You eat because you fancy it and you're hungry, and it's something that you want, and you don't feel guilty and bad about it. Because I think this whole New Year, New You narrative is all based on the premise that you have been bad,
Yes.
and therefore, you need to be better. You need to at least be seen that you're trying to be better, or do the things that society and diet culture things are the things that make us good. So it sort of adds this whole morality into it, doesn't it? It's like you were bad, but you can redeem yourself by eating whatever meal plan they're selling you, basically, and exercising in whatever way that plan is telling you to exercise.
And you know, the science is there that this kind of yo-yoing with our weight, even a range of 7 to 10 pounds,
Hmm.
is very dangerous for our
Hmm.
health.
Hmm.
You know, we talk about the stigmatizing, the weight stigma that is everywhere. But
Hmm.
actually, that is as dangerous as being in, you know, the high BMI that everybody sort of
Hmm.
warns us about. It's
Hmm.
actually very dangerous to yo-yo up and down consistently. There's
Yeah.
lots of different sort of implications or long-term consequences of that,
Yeah.
which are never spoken about.
No, no one
Um,
tells you that.
no, and that is mainly because people give themselves a little bit of permission over Christmas
Hmm.
and or certain times of the year when
Hmm.
we're pregnant or anything, we're allowed to eat, and
Hmm.
then immediately you feel this guilt, this shame, so
Hmm.
strict. So your weight is constantly going up and down. Your
Hmm.
metabolism is getting kicked in the ass.
Hmm.
Never going to feel amazing. You're just always it's shame based, isn't it?
Hmm.
Shame based eating and dieting and restricting, and the permission we give ourselves is never actual permission. It's
No,
just
it's not unconditional, is it? It is
no.
permission with a caveat, with a, yeah, but you have to redeem yourself some other way then. You can eat that, but that means you have to exercise more, or you can eat that, but tomorrow you can't eat anything, or, those kind of excuses, the pseudo permission.
And so what if somebody does want to move differently in the new year?
Mm.
So this is something we've also been talking about. It's up, you know, it's sometimes it's a new start. You're saying January is a new
Hmm.
start, and for some people it's a really nice time to think,
Hmm.
I want to get into movement.
Hmm.
There's enough. I think I applaud that. I think that's
Hmm.
great. If that is the kickstart you need, fantastic. All I would say is be a bit cautious about any programs that you purchase, or if
Yeah.
anything is trying to sell you a different body in 2 months or 8 weeks or 5 weeks, or walk very quickly away.
Hmm.
And it's not real and it's not authentic and it's not true. I don't
Yeah.
It's a lie, basically. They're selling us a lie.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
not sustainable. Any program that says it's going to completely change your body within 5 weeks is not going to be sustainable for the long term. So
Yeah.
you may lose weight, absolutely, but what happens then?
You won't keep it off.
No.
No,
And then
no.
you'll shame yourself for putting the weight back on when it's not your fault. You're being
Mm-hmm.
missold a lie by these
Mm-hmm.
fitness and diet companies. So I would say to people, if you are thinking of a new regime in January, just take your time, do your research, find somebody that you gel with. You
Mm-hmm.
like their ethos, you like how they talk about other people's bodies and how they talk about fitness. So just, how they make you feel when you do one of their workouts. Do you feel good afterwards, or do you feel shamed or not good enough, or you
Mm.
shouldn't be? So it's all about finding that rapport with an instructor or with an online platform or a
Mm-hmm.
gym that you feel comfortable in and that helps you feel good about yourself as you are. Not,
Yeah.
sorry, soapbox
Yeah.
is over now. Okay.
No, I love that. I think you're so right. I think that is such an important part, isn't it? To find somebody that you feel gets you and that you feel comfortable with, and someone that doesn't make you feel bad about your body or what you're doing and sort of punishes you with exercise and restriction. I mean, to be honest with you, I have no problem with anybody setting a goal like that. I want to move more. I want to eat more
Hmm.
nourishing foods. I shy away from using healthier foods, but that's probably more the kind of language that people use.
What does
Um,
Evelyn Triboulet says? Nutrient dense.
Nutrient dense. Yeah, I often use that. It's
I
a little
like
bit
that.
scientific, isn't it? So let's just call it healthier foods for argument's sake, because that's what most people would say. There's nothing wrong with that. I think most of us can probably benefit from moving our bodies more, from adding some nutrient dense, nutritious, healthy foods like fruits and veg and fiber rich foods and maybe some protein to our diet. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And in fact, it might actually help you to
Yeah.
feel better. But we kind of need to look at it from a holistic point of view as well. You know, we're talking about diet and exercise, but maybe another focus can be, or goal, if you want to call it that, is to look at your stress levels, look at your sleep. Are you actually drinking enough fluids during the day? Those are really basic things that we completely ignore, but that can
Yeah.
have such a massive impact on how we feel. There you go. Well done. I don't have my glass of water here, so I need to practice what I preach. But it's those kind of things that of course they're very likely to make you feel better, but they don't have to focus on weight. And I think that's the problem, that everybody is selling you a program at the moment, and it is all about weight. You need to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I need to sort myself out. My clothes have gone too tight. And it's about that. And that's the thing that makes it unsustainable. If you find a way of tuning in when you move, when you eat, when you sleep, when you drink, you will notice the difference, and you don't want to go back because you will feel better. You will feel more energized. All of those benefits will be there. But if you sort of have in mind the weight loss and that fails, which it inevitably will, you're just going to give all of those good habits that you might have created up because you think, oh, it's not going to work. It's not working anyway, is it?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because if you focus just on the weight loss, that's not sustainable. That's not
Yeah.
going to last. Therefore, if you then think, oh, all of those things that I've started doing are complete waste of time, you're not getting the benefits from all of those things,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. And what are you getting? Just shaming yourself
Yeah,
and feeling a bit more
exactly.
rubbish afterwards.
Exactly.
But I agree. It's in terms of movement. I follow this amazing person, and actually she's been on the podcast, Jill Angie, who's
Mm.
she's not your average runner, so
Oh
that's her
yeah.
Instagram handle.
Yeah.
And she was talking about the fact that why are we always striving? Why can we not just, in terms of running or movement, why can't we just run
Yeah.
and not always be striving to get better, to get faster, to go
Yeah.
further, why? What is wrong with just meeting your friends and going for a run once, twice, three times a week, whatever
Yeah.
you're able to do?
Yeah.
How nice is that just to run? And you might find that you're able to run a bit more easily the more you do it. Of course you will.
Yeah.
But it's just about, it doesn't always have to be striving for something to make ourselves better, to do better,
Mm-hmm.
to do more, to
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
if you're moving at the minute and you're enjoying that, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay. You don't have to keep doing more and more and more and more. And it's, I think it's if you're not feeling good in your body and you're not moving your body, that's different. But if you're already moving,
Mhm.
and you don't all it's okay to just go for a run, not time yourself, go
Mhm.
slow and look
Mhm.
around and enjoy it. That's
Mhm.
okay.
Mhm.
And I think it's always like, oh, what's your PB? Are you training for a 10K? Oh, are you gonna do a half marathon? Are you gonna no, you can do these things if that is, if you're driven to do that and that is a goal that you've had for a long time,
Mhm.
fantastic. But it is also absolutely valid to not have those running goals and to have your
Absolutely.
goal as just to keep running.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And we were saying off mic earlier that that can be a goal in and of itself. It doesn't have to be this
100%.
end result. It can just be the process of doing it can be a
Mm,
goal. Just doing it is enough. It's just, I think it's a sign of society, isn't it? That we always have to strive. We always have to better ourselves. We always have to improve. And we're just never content with where we are.
no.
When I say that to my clients, and they literally every single client at some stage will say to me, "Oh, I thought I would have cracked it by now. I thought I would have done it by now, this intuitive eating thing." And then I sort of pedal back a little bit and tell them, "Well, you're now doing this, and this is happening to you, and this is what you just shared with me." And they look at all of those little shifts that have occurred and that they have made happen. They're like, oh, okay. And I said, how would it feel to just take that in as I'm quite happy to just stay here for a while
Mm.
because there's no shiny object at the end. And that in and of itself is a goal that you are in a much better relationship with food now. You feel a lot more peaceful around it. It's always that we have to go, as you said,
That's huge.
get your
Mm.
new PB and run for longer, run faster,
Yeah.
lift more weights. I mean, fine if that's what you want to do, but it's so difficult to step away from that, isn't it? And just to enjoy it for the ride.
And it is, we were also talking about that idea of reframing your thoughts
Mm.
around goals. And as I bored you with earlier, in terms of movements, I've got a 10-mile run next Sunday.
Mhm.
I don't know why, with my husband. And he's been doing lots of training. So he's done 10 miles twice. I have done no more than 6 miles, and I haven't run 6 miles since
Oh,
November, maybe,
okay.
because I've been ill and busy and knackered, and life gets in
Mhm.
the way. And so I'm in old Christine would have been thinking, I'm not going to do very well in this race. I'm going
Mhm.
to not be as fast as I used to be. I'm going to, people are going to look at me and think, what's happened to her? She's a fitness coach. She can't even run. And whereas I am now thinking of, as we said, if I finish that 10-mile run, I will be so proud of myself.
Mhm.
And that is the honest truth. That is how I've reframed my thinking, because that is an
Mhm.
achievement to do a 10-mile run
Mhm.
when you haven't done as much training as you usually would.
Mhm.
You might go slower maybe than you did 5 years ago, but actually, current circumstances, this is an amazing achievement if I complete it.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
and even if it's, even if I don't complete it,
Yeah.
I've run sort of for several weeks to think about building up. So for the actual
Yeah.
process, I've run a bit further and
Yeah.
I've built up a little bit more. So I should be proud of that, and I've really enjoyed that, etc., etc. So it's reframing. It's fucking hard to
Mhm.
do,
Mhm.
but we
Mhm.
do have plastic brains.
Mhm.
And I'm getting more and more away from the fact that feeling bad about myself if I don't finish a race or a run in a certain time.
Yeah.
It's, it's very freeing
Yeah, it
once you
must
just
be.
let yourself off the hook and say, well, why can't I just try and run it and do the best that I can?
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like the achievement is showing up, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
a
you turned
hundred
up, you showed
percent.
up.
A
Yeah.
100% is the power
Yeah.
of showing up. I can't underestimate that. And I think I always say that to clients, just showing up, half-assing it,
Mm.
show up, keep showing up. That's what it's
Mhm.
all about. Just
Mhm.
keep doing what you can when you can.
Yeah. When you can, yeah. It reminds me of something that I don't know if do you know Elizabeth Day? She's got a
Yes.
fabulous podcast, How to Fail. I love it. I don't know if it was in that or Best Friend Therapy, but she said something about running because she used to run and she absolutely hated it, but she thought it would be really good for her. And, um, and then someone said to her, why don't you just run for fun? And she said, that blew my mind. And ever since then, she's been running just for fun. Sometimes
Wow.
that's 10 minutes, sometimes it's half an hour, hardly ever longer. And she says, I run now at my pace, depending on my daily situation, depending on the weather, I run and I just enjoy it. And it was just a complete like turnaround for her, and she loves it now. So I think it kind of ties in with what you said about making it something that you enjoy, showing up, but also understanding that today is not the day, and allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to stop when you need to
And
stop.
and not beating yourself up because
No.
if today isn't the day, you still got out
Yeah,
there, give it a go, and
exactly.
okay, great. So you
Yeah.
stopped before you thought you would. That doesn't matter. You still got
Yeah.
out there and tried it,
Yeah.
and it,
Yeah. Yeah. Joshua Woolridge said, I don't know if you saw his reel recently. He said, you have unconditional permission to quit.
yeah.
Even if you bought a diet program, even if you bought a gym membership, if you are not enjoy, if it's not helping you, if it's not supporting you, if you feel bad about yourself, you have complete permission to quit it. And I love that because I think that's really important. We're not failing when we quit something, especially if it's something that it's not good for us or it's not actually um, giving us any sort of, I don't know, making us feel
And
better about ourselves.
I think I love him. He's fantastic.
Mm.
But what I would say is, well, if people are listening to this and going, "Oh, so we just shouldn't have any goals and we just half-ass it,"
No, that's not what we're
uh,
saying.
that is not what we're saying. And I'm actually, if you come to one of my boot camps, you'll know that I do have a on and off switch. So it's about challenging yourself
Mm.
to the point that you want to challenge yourself on any given day.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's about kind of showing up as you are, not looking around, not comparing yourself to the previous you or to the
Mm-hmm.
person next to you, but actually thinking, today, I really want to go for it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I
Yeah.
will celebrate you and cheer you on
Mm-hmm.
the whole way. So it is
Mm-hmm.
not, and if you do have a goal, like you really want to climb a mountain or you really want to raise lots of money for charity and do a half marathon,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be your cheerleader every step of the way. But it
Mm-hmm.
is, if you don't manage to do that half marathon, this is what we're saying. It's okay.
It's okay.
You don't have to beat yourself up if you
Yeah.
just can't do it. If you try and you're just not able to do it, that's
That's
okay.
okay too. And it's also okay not to have any of those goals at all. There's no
100%.
pressure on, oh, I need to have a goal, otherwise I'm failing at setting
Yeah.
goals. I think, yeah, it's about stepping away from this all or nothing, anything go. It's you that makes the decision what's good for you. And if that is setting a goal to climb a mountain, great, probably helps to do a little bit of practice for
Yeah.
it.
100%. You got to practice. Yeah.
But if you don't ever want to climb a mountain, if that's not something that you want to do, there's no need for you to set a goal to do it.
So, when I would say that I would recommend people sort of, there's never a need to move, but look at movement. People could look at movement is
Mm.
if they are struggling with injury, with mobility issues, all of that. There
Mm-hmm.
is so much that you can do in really simple ways
Mm-hmm.
to make yourself move more
Mm-hmm.
freely and feel better in your body. So
Mm-hmm.
that is definitely, that's that would could be a goal, just to feel better in your body or to
Yeah.
move a little bit more freely.
Yeah.
And again,
Absolutely.
that's enough. And it's
Yeah.
not measurable by any measuring stick, but it's,
No.
these little tiny wins when you find that you can get up the floor a little bit easier than you could
Mm-hmm.
last year, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Massive wins. So,
Absolutely.
so what are we saying in a nutshell? Ella?
Oh, in a nutshell, oh, you're asking the wrong person. I'm not a nutshelly kind of girl. I think what we're saying is that it's okay to set goals if that is what you want and if it helps you um, motivate yourself to do
Yeah.
something. What we're also saying is you don't have to set any goals, and that a goal could be the journey rather than a shiny object at the end. What would you say?
Yeah, I totally back you up on that. I think everybody's different. Some people are more goal driven,
Mm-hmm.
and it actually really helps them to set short term, medium term, long term goals,
Mm-hmm.
and to do their Strava and to do all of their GPS, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But hold these goals lightly. So when
Mm.
life gets in the way, as it has a tendency to do, we live in this world, we have families, we have pets, we have weather, we have stuff going on in the world. We get ill. Hold
Mm-hmm.
these goals lightly. And the last thing we need to do is beat ourselves up if for
Yeah.
some reason we're not able for those goals at this point in time.
100%.
And it's that negative self-talk which can be so stressful and damaging for ourselves
Mm-hmm.
and for our health. So it's maybe this is the year we just try and speak a bit kinder to
Mm.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I read this post on Instagram that, our voice, we're going to hear our own voice more than any other voice in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're constantly critiquing ourselves, that
Yeah.
seeps in to your brain,
Oh, yeah.
But if we
Yeah.
start talking to ourselves in a nice way, that also,
Yeah.
so it's,
That is so true. And it's both the kind of sort of audible voice when we talk to people about ourselves. It's very easy to sort of talk about ourselves negatively, especially at this time of year where everyone goes on about how much weight they put on and that they need to sort themselves out. That's sort of audible, but also the sort of talk that's internal. I would add that in there as well, the kind of internal voice.
is it a British thing, Ella, given
What?
that you're not originally British? You're kind of, well,
Yeah.
you would still say you're German, wouldn't you, even though you've lived here for
Yeah, I would call myself European.
European. I like that. I like that.
I
I
know,
like
right?
that. Um,
Controversial.
but if somebody said to you, "Oh, you look really lovely today," would you go,
Mm.
"Oh, no, I don't. I'm so exhausted. I haven't slept," or would you go, "Oh, thanks"?
Well, do you know what? I used to be the former and now I'm the latter. If someone says, yeah, yeah, unless I, I'm having a bad day, I might just come back with something sarcastic, but that's just me. I think, yeah, if someone says that, you just say thanks and move on because obviously they're saying something, they're trying to be kind. You got to take that with a bit of caution because, there's a lot of people talking about, oh, you look great, have you lost weight?
I
That
know.
that's another
Yeah.
podcast for another day, but you kind of got to be a little bit careful. I try not to make comments about people's looks so much anymore
Yeah.
because it's such a slippery slope, isn't it? And
There's sometimes I'll see a friend and they have a sparkle in them. They have a
mm,
glow. I will absolutely say you
that's
look
lovely though. That's a lovely
fantastic.
thing to say.
I will never direct it about somebody's body because that is not
No,
what we do and that is
no.
not what we're here for. And I will preach, I will die on that hill saying, do
Yeah,
not talk about people's bodies.
yeah,
And that we will
yeah,
do another podcast on that. But I
yeah. We
do
should.
think it's absolutely fine to give
Mm,
ourselves compliments about,
mm.
if we've got a nice new dress on or a
Yeah,
nice coat.
yeah,
It's lovely to say, "Oh, I love that coat." And
yeah.
it's just about trying to, what I was asking with that is that the general British, if you can
Mm-hmm.
swipe everybody with the same brush,
Mm-hmm.
is that we go, "Oh no, this is an old, I've had this for years." No, "Oh,
Yeah,
your hair looks nice. Oh, I haven't washed it. Oh,
yeah.
you never, it's not, just going, thanks. And actually
Mm,
believing.
mm,
Because we believe the bad stuff. If somebody says you
mm,
look awful, we believe
mm-hmm.
that immediately. But if
Mm-hmm.
somebody says we look well, or it used to be if somebody said to me, you look well, I think, have I put weight on?
Oh, right. Straight brain
Yeah.
goes to that place. Wow.
And I think it is just about reframing how we speak to ourselves and
Mm,
accepting that if somebody wants to say nice things about us, that might be true what they're saying.
yeah. Imagine that, eh?
No. And that,
Yeah.
and if we do, because it's so easy, if there's one negative comment and 20 positive, which one are you going to focus on?
Of course, the negative straight in there, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because it kind of it confirms our negative
Bias.
self-bias, doesn't it? It really does. It's just all the fears are, oh, we might not look very good, and then one person says something. That's why my back always goes up when someone says, "Oh, you look tired."
Oh,
I hate that because there's literally nothing I can do about my dark circles. I have tried and I do look tired a lot of the time, but it doesn't mean that I am. And it also doesn't mean that I want to hear it. Thank you
I
very
know.
much.
I get this thing. So mid-afternoon, I always look knackered. I
Mm.
just have this thing every day. I look exhausted by. I look great in the morning, and then I look absolutely knackered at 3 p.m. And and people just go, "Oh, you look knackered. You look really
You
exhausted."
don't need to say that to people, do you?
Why? Why would you?
Exactly. What's the point of that? If someone is tired, they're feeling shit anyway.
I
And
know.
if they're not, if they actually felt quite good about themselves, and so someone comes along and says, "Oh, you look knackered," that just is, oh, no.
No, so
Just,
it's about
yeah.
building up our inner resolve that we can go, I'm fine, but thank
Hmm.
you for
Hmm.
paying attention to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, and I think, that's, we'll definitely do more podcasts throughout the year. But for now,
Yeah.
I am just going to wish everybody a happy new year and be gentle with yourselves in
Mm,
2025. That is my parting word. What about
lovely.
you? What is your finishing?
Oh, do I need a parting word as well? I don't have a parting word. I'll just say what you say because that was beautiful. I would
Yeah,
agree with that. Just
be
be
gentle
gentle
with
with yourself. Be
yourself.
kind to yourself.
It's tough out there.
It really is.
Lots of love, everybody, and we will see you next week for another installment. Have a good week. Bye.